everybody, this is Stan. I decided, kind of without doing too much planning, to try a new golf product. This is the unboxing of the Sun Mountain RC1 electric push cart. So it is basically a four-wheel push cart, but it's got the electric motor, remote control, so that you can just kind of cruise along with it and not have to push it. Last year or so, I enjoy my push cart, but you know, by the end of the round my back gets tight, and I think it's that pushing motion that creates a tension in my back. So I'm hoping that this will work out better. Anyway, so the box showed up today, so I'm kind of anxious to see what's inside. I just brought it in, cut the tape, so let's take a look. Alright, looks like there's not going to be too much assembly on this. Looks like the four-wheel cart is pretty much assembled. I see a separate battery box, remote control, things like that. So I'm going to turn this off for a minute, pull some of this stuff out of the box, and then we'll continue. Alright, I finished getting everything out of the box, so now we can take a look at what we've got. So over here, start on this side, we've got the battery itself. Not quite as heavy as I thought, actually. Not bad. Plug for charging or plugging into the cart. This is the charger for the battery. This is kind of a, I didn't expect this, kind of a nice little thing. This is a set of 3 rechargeable lithium 9-volt batteries and the charger. You need a 9-volt battery for the remote. So kind of nice that they included them. This is the cart itself, which I haven't unfolded yet. You can see right here, this is the remote. Fits in that little holster. Kind of looks like a pistol. I don't know. We'll see if I like that design or not over time, I guess. But you've got the trigger here for kind of speed, throttle, and then you've got left and right buttons on the back to direct it. So we'll see how that works. And then over here on this side, we have a bumper, which gets attached to, I believe, the front of the cart, and some instructions on how to do that. So that's what's in the box. The only other thing was a little manual that I put aside there. So I'm going to unfold the cart now, and then we'll check back in with attaching the bumper, the battery, seeing how it all works. Alright, next step now is to unfold the cart. You can see this is not a super fancy manual that they included. We've got, you know, a page on unfolding and some pages on some other topics in here. And they do have a website where you can go watch videos of these. But I'm going to try to walk through it here. So we need to release the handle lever, raise this up, and close that handle lever. Okay, guess that's closed. We want to raise the body of the cart like this and turn this sideways so you can see there's a bar here. So we want to go up and put, we got to get this out of the way. So this is the base for your cart. So then this tensioner bar goes into this clip here and gets snapped back in place. That holds the body rigid. So we put the upper bag out. There's your upper or lower bag support. There's your upper bag support. And I think that's it. Oh, one more thing. We got to extend this. So it's not that one. It's right here. Open that cam and then raise this up to the level that you want. As far as the height for walking, and we can adjust this with the knob and lever there so that we get the right height to push this or walk behind it. All right, I'm going to continue on this setting up the cart because I missed one step. Looking at the instructions here, you also need to open up this cam here and extend the body of the cart, and that opens up this section back here so you can insert the battery. So this drops into place there and then plugs in right over there. So with that done, then I think we are complete on assembling the cart. Just attach the bag. Once your battery is charged, you should be ready to go. All right, for the next step, we're going to put on the bumper. So I've got the bumper here. I've got a 10mm wrench they said you'll need, and a screwdriver. So you're better off with a long screwdriver, it looks like, going through the wheel over here. And then you need to use the screwdriver and the wrench to remove this bolt. Got this nice locking nut on it that goes nice and slow. All right, so we pull this off. We've got a washer and a nut on that side, and then the head and another nut over there. And we'll just line this bumper up like that, and it goes right back in. Of course, you do have to get everything to line up. All right, now we've got a bumper that still goes up and down. I guess now we can bash things out of our way. All right, one other bit of prep to do for the cart is it comes with the umbrella holder and the drink holder. When it's folded, they're kind of interlocked. So you have to loosen the knob that holds them in place and then pop the drink holder away from what the little knob it connects to, and then reattach it. And then I guess you can do whatever you want with the cup, with the umbrella holder. Either have it pointing up for use, or I think a lot of days I would probably want to just keep that down out of the way so that I could use the cup holder and not have the umbrella holder right in my way. So that's how that works. And of course, you're going to reintegrate those two before you fold it down. Other things to see up here, we've got scorecard holder here with the elastic. It doesn't rotate or anything, but gives you a good surface for it. Under here, we've actually got some manual controls for the cart. Talk about these in a little more detail later, but you can set a time and speed and push this button to send the cart ahead. So you can launch it off like 10 yards or 20 yards ahead if you're going off to grab your ball, or you're putting on the green, you want the cart to go up towards the next tee box. It does have an antenna here, so if you're worried about getting maximum range, you can put that through the cover and have it pointing up. Doesn't sound like that's super critical. And then there's some other buttons in here that turn on the cart, and there's some one that's used for connecting a new remote, and one that's used for some trim level, steering trim. So that's all that's on there. Got the remote ready now with a battery in it. Right here in the handle that opens up to put a battery in. For now, I just put a regular alkaline 9-volt till I get the other ones charged. All right, I was talking about the adjustment buttons on the remote. This first one is a turning radius. Second gives you some control over left or right if your cart is drifting one direction or another. This last button is back or forward on the label. And what it says in the instructions is if your cart is supposed to be at a standstill, but it's slowly moving backward or forward, you can use this to adjust what the idle state should be, so it's not going to drift on you. So I think that's it for the remote. Of course, we've got the left and right buttons, power to turn on the remote there. All right, we've got the cart all set up now, other than attaching the golf bag, which I'm not going to do for this demonstration, but let's look at how it powers on. So I hooked the battery up. I haven't charged it yet, but it looks like it's got a partial charge, so it should work for our testing. And I blocked up the back here on a couple of books, so we're not going to go anywhere. So to turn the cart on, you open up this access panel, press this power button, and it dings, and you get these lights that flash telling you the battery level. You turn on the remote by pressing that power button, and then the lights become solid. That tells you that the remote is connected. So at this point, now I can run the cart. The trigger is controlling the speed, and you can see the front wheels twisting back and forth a little bit there when I'm pressing the left and right. So it looks like we're ready to go. So I'm going to put this away and charge it up because it's sunny here in March, which is really rare, and I'm going to take this out on the course tomorrow. So hopefully I'll do a little more video when I get on the course, and at least a recap when I get back, let you know how it went.
Look what Stan got, new toy.
Yeah, all right, so we went through the walkthrough at home. I tried it out once, didn't have the camera with me, so this is my second time on the course with it. And we're gonna start with how it unfolds.
Okay.
So, yeah, so what you wanna do first is fold this piece up, your main support.
Okay.
And then we've got this stabilizer bar here that kind of snaps into this little piece here.
Okay.
Once you get it all the way up, that snaps in, I swear.
It's easy, huh?
And then you slide this out and put the cam back down, but I want to snap that in first.
There we go.
Snap it in, put that down. Now that we've extended this, we've got room to put the battery in here.
Okay.
So the battery goes in here. This sits in that spot and plug it in. For some reason the wires are always twisted. Okay.
Okay.
Now this is loosened, so we raise this back up and make it taller. So this is where the bag's going to connect in a minute.
Okay.
And on the back wheels, we have cams that you loosen and you stretch those wheels out so you get a nice wide wheelbase.
Okay.
Gives you more stability on the side hills especially. So it's set now, other than we have to disengage the umbrella holder and cup holder thing. It's a nice day and not using the umbrella, so I'm just going to put it pointing down, put the cup holder back on, put it there. And then we should be able to just throw the bag on here.
Okay.
Bottom just sits on that base support, and then on top we've got these straps similar to what you see on Power Cart. Just feed it through here and lock it back down.
Okay.
Pretty stable. And then of course drink goes in the drink holder. So the only negative that I ran into last round, real negative, was really no storage.
Okay.
We've got a nice place to put your scorecard, but there's nowhere to store snacks or rangefinder, that sort of thing.
Or cigars.
Or cigars. So I've got my rangefinder hanging off here, and I've got a pouch that's got my other miscellaneous stuff in it.
Okay.
We're ready to go now. All you do to get it going is hit the power button, and then hit the power button on the remote, and you should see
Little red light there.
all the lights going red, solid red.
Okay.
And then we're ready to go.
Off you go.
All right, we'll pick it back up on the course.
All right, sounds good. Okay, Stan, you've been playing with this thing for a while now. Tell me what you think about it.
It's my third round with it. I like it. It's got good power. It's stable. As you can see, it'll go up a hill,
It'll pop a wheelie.
pop a wheelie. It turns good. Seems to have plenty of battery. I think the only negatives on it are, like I said before, there's not any storage,
Right?
and it can be a little bit noisy, but get used to, not running it while your partner's hitting, and it's all good. What do you think? You've been playing alongside it.
Well, I'd say you're right about the noise. It's a little bit noisy, but it looks like something I'd probably buy. You know,
Yeah,
to get
it
me
was a
out
little harder
walking.
for me to pay their full price on it. I caught it when they were getting some sort of discount on it. So I ended up paying $1,200 instead of $1,700. I don't know if I'd buy it for $1,700 because that's a lot of money.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
think I really like walking, and you know, not carrying these clubs or pushing that cart seems to be better for my back. So I think for me, it's a good combination.
Cool. Cool. So money well spent, huh?
So far, so good.
All right, man. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, I like it. It seems like a really solid product. That's the other thing. You know, you kind of expect that from Sun Mountain, but it's very solidly built.
Going to be durable.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.